This is the intermediate stage for a distal bicep repair. The goals for this is to increase strength and increase proprioceptors. The first exercise we're going to have the athlete do is a hand bike. We're going to have them do this for 10 minutes. Things to look for would be to make sure that they're using more of their hands than their feet. Okay, then next we would do weightlifting, and we'd work on bicep curls and flies, the 4-pound weight. We would do 10 reps in 2 sets. Things to look for would be to make sure that they're not overcompensating. With these bicep curls, we need to make sure that their elbows are inward. The next one we would do is weighted wrist curls. We do it off of a table. We make sure that their forearm is stabilized. They're going to do 15 with two sets. We'd start out with a light weight and then move up to a heavier weight. The next exercises we would do would be therabands. We'd work on flexion, extension, internal rotation, and external rotation. We'd make sure that they're getting full extension and then full flexion. They do 15 in 2 sets each. Make sure for the flexion that their elbow is inside and not coming out. Same with internal and external rotation. We'd have them stop to where when their elbow is at 90. The next exercise we would do would be the body blade. We'd first have the athlete do it where their elbow was at 90 degrees. We'd have them do it for 30 seconds, 10 times. We'd make sure that their elbow's in. Then we would have them do it with their arms straight out. We'd also do this for 30 seconds, 10 times, making sure that their elbow is stayed in full flexion. The next exercise we would have the athlete do is AirX pad push-ups. To make it easier for them, we would have them start out with girl push-ups and then move up to regular push-ups. Things we need to look for is to make sure that their arms are shoulder width apart and that their back stays flat. We'd have them do 10 push-ups and 2 reps of this. The next exercise we would have them do is Distal planks. We'd have them have their arms straight and make sure that their back is flat. This is also working on their core. We'd have them hold this for 15 seconds and we'd have them do it 3 times. The next exercise we would do would be bozo ball toss. So we'd have the athlete take off her shoes. When they would get on, I'd make sure that they are their knees are at least a little bit bent, so they're in like a half squat position. This is we're working on proprioception, so I would toss as many times to her for a minute. Start off first, like throwing at her, and then start going outside. And then we could change the weight of the ball too, to make it harder. And we could also have them do with one hand if it was a smaller ball. The next exercise we would do would be ladders. You could also use dots or whatever you have in the athletic training room. So first we would have them just get in full arm extension, make sure that their back is flat, and then they would just go over. We'd have them go down and back. We'd have them do this twice. The next thing we would do would have them go down, over, up, over. Really making sure that their back is flat. This also works on core. The next thing we would do would have them weave through the ladder or dots. Or this would also, like, they would have them crawl. And all these exercises, again, we would have them do it down and back twice. The next exercise we would do would be trampoline tosses. We'd have the athlete get in a squatted position and throw the ball over their head, making sure that we're working on our proprioception and really working on strength, making sure that they take the force with them when they go back. We'd have them do 15 tosses with 3 reps.